Sports coverage for the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. His guys off to a slow start, 1-2, following the loss last week. On the other side, the Bills head coach. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
Tyler's pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go in the rain here in Western New York. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And they bring it down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina, by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
First down, Saints.
Ready?
Now it's Miller. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8.
Set, cut. 60 red. 60.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And bring up 3rd down.
Right.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Come on, set.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Set, ready. 52 full. Go. Set.
Here's Rattler. Left side into the hands of Olave. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Rattler now back to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short on sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback, Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. You want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, if this thing's within one score, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
They get 11 and quickly pick up first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Once again, it's Cook. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you. And all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On the double. Down. Red, 38. Ready?
Zone read, give it to Neal. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set. 60, ready.
Now give to Miller, running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
You look middle here, and there's Olave. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? The Saints will punt this one away. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So
Al final que ha recaído la fin de la ingle.
Però bueno, igual això,
Això pot passar, eh?
si no escalfes bé, sí. Va.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up.
La puta, tío.
That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. The rush gets there. He goes down inside the 5-yard line. Devon Godchaux. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike.
Ara escalfa molt bé, el dilluns, molt bé.
This quarterback, when he tries to extend the play, so often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On fourth down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And this one will not be returned. Not the best of kicks, as it's going to wind up being touchdown. The Saints offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On first and 10, it's Miller. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. From 29. Here's second and 5.
Black 40.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Saints out on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they come up to face third and 5.
Ready. 10 black. Cut, cut. Cut, cut.
Throwing now is Rattler. A throw on the move is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. And this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on down. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds
this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Allen now on second down. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a catch to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Saints offense ready to get back at it. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead.
Come on, second punch.
On the handoff, this is Miller. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Here we go, set.
Once again, it's Miller. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Down. 50, green.
Looking to throw. Rattler. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Black 40, stand, hut.
Throwing now on third and long. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. 5 times a Pro Bowler, that's Joey Bosa. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Who chases you, kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 30. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is, I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play video games. Let's go for it on fourth down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Now Rattler going to throw. To the right side, and incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Saints, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. They'll return this from the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense is ready to see what they can do. Still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down.
¿Qué pasa? Vigila, no convences, ¿eh? Que vigila, no facis mal.
He'll start on the ground with Cook. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Complete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know what? There's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43.
They'll run with Miller. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, New Orleans.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Ready, set.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Set, hut.
Out of the gun, they're going to run with Neal. And on first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Move back to the 10. He'll try here on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rattler. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and goal.
Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. I think he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Saints can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The Bills offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
On the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. Third down and 3. One more time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down.
¿Dónde vas?
Here's a handoff to Cook. That's a nice job keeping balance in these conditions. A gain
No.
of about 5.
No.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's
Bueno,
certainly
puedes comprar yogures, sí, que no tengo uno, creo.
averaging over 4 yards
Sí,
per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
De griego.
It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage
Vale, hombre.
situation coming up
Espectacular, ¿no?
on third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Vale.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. Now Cook loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Let's go now. 60 red. Cut.
Olave is the motion man. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Saints will line up for the
They're going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This one not quite on target. So too much. That one falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On third down, it's Allen. Taken in by Shakir. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the
On the handoff. This is Phillips. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Tackle there by Cameron Jordan.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up third and short.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bills first down.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal.
319!
Akers will take it in. Touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
But I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and The result, 2 points.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
We'll start the drive with Miller. And he gets this up close to the 40. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They're going to toss it now to Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. On the ground, it's Miller. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Now they'll settle to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
60 ready. 60 ready. Ready.
Here's Rattenberg. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab.
Puta, tío.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
First and 10. An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. That one good for 26 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Draw play, it's Neal. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Miller. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. In motion is Hill. Rattler now back to throw, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Akers. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here is Allen. They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Buffalo. Allen to throw again. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run here with Akers. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running is Akers. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So The more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made a pick. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
On the ready.
It's 3rd and 4.
Ready. Black foot.
Throwing now is Rattler. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
Ready.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Here's a handoff to Miller. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified the run. He understood his...
Oh, the ball's out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
That was a great play of the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now in timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
To the air is Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Akers. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. And this is going to work out. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Moving outside the pocket, he's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen, who loves another catch for his favorite target. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Saltar, desplegar. Ahí voy. Porque ha sido... Que me ayude a mover el supongo momentito solo para ver. ¡Atrás! Pero eso vigila, porque esas ya son. Pues me acuerdo un día el Uriol Vilalta, que es el capitán Grae, que decía no sé qué de algo con unas rampas, de no sé qué, algún que diga vida cambiar,
Y entonces yo pensaba que me había devuelto el yo tenía un 47,5, ¿vale? Y yo tenía un 43, ¿vale? Porque él la pidió a través de la sala, de no sé qué, me metieron a mí en medio, ¿vale? Me metieron a mí en medio y digo, bueno, yo te las corto y tal. Yo las traje y me dije, no, ya las tinc.
Ah, ja les tens.
I tinc el 3 seu, que no volia,
Ja.
i bé, dic, no, ja, mira, porto el 2,5. I porto ahí.
Ai, diu, no, jo sí, el
No,
tinc.
no, si ja tinc el 2,5. No, ja les tinc.
Ja les va aconseguir per l'altre
Sí,
costat.
sí.
Pues
Vale,
vale.
bueno, mira, las tinc aquí, ya las puedo coger.
Vale, ellos, vale, eso es más...
Eso. Sí, sí. Espera, que no puedo coger.
Espera, que lo pongo un poco, que tiene que haber...
¿Qué
pasa?
Que no. Bueno, hostia.
No, si es que además pesa como una mierda.
¿Qué es esto?
¿Quién ha sido? Pues él el fin de semana. Edu, que hemos puesto el aire a nosotros para nada. Hecho, es con todo igual. Edu, ¿qué le dije ayer? Ahora se hace café con leche por la mañana. Y dejó la leche. No, está muy lejos. Y dejó la leche, ¿verdad? Pues hoy igual. La ha vuelto a dejar. Y como un energúmeno grita, tío, encima.
Igualmente tengo.
Ah. Mira, Edu que no está. Y falta 1 metro. Sí, yo que me llevo los fondos. Es que va mejor el aspirador que la... Ya. Sí, yo cuando pueda comprar otra. No, eso es para la Esther.
A ver si que ya estoy haciendo. Mira, ahí sí iba en el Corte Inglés y en todos los lados. Ya. Oh, sí te han cobrado, ¿eh? ¿Cómo te lo han cobrado?
Sí, claro, pero queda mucho todavía gordo.
Han cobrado todos los coles, ¿eh? No sé, pero han cobrado el parking.
300 de Amazon, ¿eh? Mira.
¿Pero eso de qué? ¿Tú no estabas en la reunión? ¿Eso de qué es?
la verdad, hay que continuar con ella.
Ya, pero
Estaban eso continuar para hacer el foto.
eran 2 veces y ahora es en una.
Ahora es un mes. No, cuando tú una vez son 150 y la otra son 300. A ver.
Ya se me ha ido la liga a tomar por culo.
¿La liga ya?
Sí, sí, ya.
Joder,
Ya
pues
está.
acaba de empezar.
Pues ya está. He perdido 3. Ya está. Y
¿De
el otro,
cuántos?
de 4.
¿De cuántos?
Y el otro Panoli ya va 4-0 ganando.
Oye, ¿no habéis hablado de lo de Madrid?
No,
Porque si es en noviembre, no queda mucho, ¿no?
ya, no sé. Ah, como me dijo aquello el Roger, tampoco no quiero insistirle. ¿A qué huele?
¿Eh?
¿Qué has tirado?
¿Qué he tirado?
¿Qué huele?
No, debe fregar el suelo.
Ah.
El líquido debe fregar el suelo. Lo voy a abrir que se seque antes. Y por ahí.